We are on part 2. This is like those cooking videos where it's like, wait a minute, you had all that cooked and made to come show us. Yeah, we did it backwards. This is talking about the color hue alignment, your auric fields and all, and how that cosmic energy attaches into you in order to activate your abilities in the higher collectives, and how to work in those collectives, and what the heck balls has even been happening down here. This is aligning you up to the energy that's finally here. It's built up and built up. So this is how you get in a HUE alignment. And in part 1, we did, I showed everybody how to do and pull, take this chart and get all that astronomy information into this little like U from us, which now I went back and finished and I corrected it, but we're in and finished it up. I just finished all that. So what we're gonna do is color in the little boxes together. This is Marilyn Monroe's chart. Now I've got them correct all on the back, so we'll double check that. I've already gone in and wrote around the petals the different names, so we know what to do when we get ready to draw. And we're just gonna do that right now. I got my 444 sheet, which you can get as a Digi download for a donation of $4.44. And this also has these 3 words. You'll notice on this one, because we haven't talked about it yet, there's like these 3 words of the energies, because the whole, why are you doing this? Because there's a lot of information on all of this, and it's what's changing on the daily and monthly as a collective, and knowing how you're connected into it. So when I'm on here talking about what energies are lining up, and you're hearing all this happening in the next couple of years, especially, is like you can work your alchemy with the cosmos, because this is what's happening. So that's why you're doing it. It becomes part of your reality, and the cards start making sense, and then you start to understand how you can manipulate it and balance it and bring some in for a minute. That's what the House of coHUE products are all about. Putting a dab of Libra in your world for a minute. Maybe you just need a dab of Libra for a minute. That's all right. Everybody, you got to finish the wheel. That's the point. No matter, you got to finish the wheel. So what's really cool is that, because we got it all in here, so now this is kind of like gone, and this has replaced it. So these are the IKEA markers, and there's more of them, but I went ahead and kind of pulled out the colors. And so on this first page, we don't have any. I don't think I can play music on here. On the second page, we don't have any. This one's Cygnus, so that is purple. How's everybody doing? I have been like laser focused. I'm so happy about it. We've got hybrid space station. Those colors are gonna be deep blue, and really it's like neon. It's like neon green or neon yellow. She has her Mars on there. It's the rest of the story. All right. And Andromeda, which is basically the same color yellow, but like a navy blue. That's what's cool about this marker set. You really do have from IKEA. And then Hides is royal blue and orange. How many high school football teams do you know with these colors? Well, that's Hides. That's basically what we'd consider hell. But really what it is when you're a high energy being and you flow in through that Gemini energy, it fractals you. It's that first separation. And she's got Aldebaran too. That's Archangel Michael. That's an anchor into Antares. That is purple and yellow. Okay, that side. 2, 3. Oh, Lord, am I missing a sheet? Scorpio 1 is baby blue and white. Scorpio Sirius B is baby blue and yellow. Really, it's like a baby yellow, but. And Scorpio 2 is earth colors, royal blue and like Kelly green. That looks turquoise from like far away. The Scorpio stuff's gonna look interesting. Green. None. Sirius B. She's got a lot of Sirius B energy. That's like in her mind. And then with that double Gemini, see, she was mastering definitely the wheel. That's even why this energy is available with the collective, because it's done on the collective dime. It's all governmental. For sure. I forgot to do that one little part. Where's my yellow? Okay. Alrighty. Now I'm gonna go put these back in order. Really, you could do it on here too. I haven't thought about that, but we could put the circles right here too, just because it's training your eye too on those colors, especially because it's your energy frequency. That's what we're fixing to draw. Marilyn Monroe's energy frequency is up on the website, and then when we put House of Virgo up, we took it down. First house. What am I missing here? 5th, 4th, where's 2nd, 9th, 10th, 3rd, 2nd, 1st, 2nd. This front and back thing freaking messes with me. 3rd, there's 5th, where's 4th? There it is. All right, it's coming together. Front and back messes with me. But there it is. She's got a lot of blue. And that purple, and then back here with that double Sirius B, it's kind of like purple and yellow and different aspects of blue. And I already came over here and marked it. So now easiest is kind of to start at the AC always, just because it gives you a starting point right here. And so Saturn retrograde on Scorpio 2. So you got this. You can go look at the colors, number 22 if you want, or if you can just see it from here, or you can use your little HUE from me thing, because it's gonna line you. You can just go in order of this. Let's just do that. We don't have any there. We don't have any there. So we run into one on IC. I don't think I put that on here. See, that's why. If you just we can just go through over here and start where the first one shows up. IC 6 degrees Scorpio. Yes, Scorpio 1. That's IC. So I do need to now look back on here, because I didn't mark that one on here. IC 6 degrees was right here. I'd marked it before, so it's in the third house right here. Scorpio 1, and that's IC. So then that's our baby blue and white. So basically I just do like this. There's only a few on here that go to white. And then the next highest frequency over white is going to be that baby yellow. And then it's going to go into, that's feeding off the bright yellows that then go into the mustard yellows. So it's like different energies of it. So there's Scorpio. Scorpio 2 is the next one. That's right. Well, true node. So where's the true node at? Did I mark that on here? Yes. True node is right here. And true node is Series B. And I've got that marked right here. So I need this color again. And even notice how the different colors, she's, like I said, she's got all this Sirius B energy, this light blue energy, but this is even like Project Blue Beam and the blue and green screen stuff and blue screen stuff and Pleiadian stuff that ended up, I mean, there's a lot that goes, but just energetically, that's Sirius B. She's got a double dose of it. The next one, Saturn retrograde, that's Scorpio 2, and that's going to be royal blue and Kelly green. She's got all this Scorpio energy. Well, at the beginning of Scorpio 1, let me tell you the difference. There's a difference between Scorpio 1 and Scorpio 2. And this is what's in the gifts, and this is what's in some of this is how you can keep following along a little at a time to get a little bit more information. Scorpio 1 is your energy shows up in a magic realm, and your ancestors left you a box. It's a secret box. It's been passed down in generations, even in your etherics or in your whatever, or in real life. And then, or as you progress up into the middle of Scorpio, it's like you even know about it. You even unlocked it. You even kind of know the ingredients of how to do it. Once you get past 16 degrees of Scorpio, that's when it starts showing up in your life. It's like if they did a whole bunch of collective magic, or that's where the handler comes to you. That's where through the ascension you end up knowing that you cleared HP Blavatsky stuff because you ended up in the middle of it. Like everything that's clearing in magic shows up in your experience. That's the difference between Scorpio 1 and Scorpio 2. Scorpio 2 is also a wave runner because it's at lower current, and this is why she could drum up so she could just change the energy the way she could. That's because Saturn set on that Scorpio 2. That's wave runner. So it's almost like the breaking up of this. Like her mastery was to come in and like the woman in the red dress kind of in the Matrix. Because her IC is her mastery of all that magic, basically. And then her Saturn retro, that's like she's been doing it over and 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 over again, trying to get it right, to connect, to get out of it, because it's literally like cooked into your DNA. Let's see, what's next? What's next? 5th house, no, 6th house. Oh, Lord. 6th house, 7th house, and the 7th house. She's got sickness on her Jupiter right here. So that is purple, basically like flesh color. There is more of a sherbet orange, but that's in a different energy. And then right here is Mars and the hybrid space station. Because she was here completing the wheel. In one dimension, she hijacked the realm. In another dimension, she was caught. In another dimension, like that. And Andromeda on Venus. So even notice, like, this is going to be a deep, deep, deep blue. If I could keep going over this. Like midnight blue. This This energy right here. And that's like neon yellow. And notice how it mirrors, because Andromeda is basically the same neon yellow, but all of it. Everything is that color. I'm doing it live. With this deep midnight blue in it. And this really is a little more of a green if I had a green highlighter. But notice how it mirrors right there in those houses. Andromeda, and then she has hides, which is orange. Everything's orange. There's no, this is the first thing. It's orange and blue. You're in orange. It's like the fire. You're flying through. You're in orange, and you'll see blue. Why? Because you're picking it up from over here. And even down here. And then the archangels all have purple. This is her sun. This one's Michael. This is Aldebaran. That's like grounding all the energy into the grids. This is also over here. It's more dealing with matrix energy because that's what's changing. That's changing now. But she had both those Gemini settings back to back. So it's like in one dimension, because her sun was in Aldebaran, which is also New Earth, which is Archangel Michael, which is like what we're doing right now, pulling the human race out, and it's attached over here to Antares, and it's that gate. But then her Mercury, which is her mind, was in a lower setting. It was in number 4, the high eights, and that's complete light and dark. You're a lightning bug and you're a star, but you don't even know that. And then you fall, and all this stuff starts happening to you. And what happened was your energy fell into, because you've got to clear through this Gemini grid. You build up into Aldebaran, then it goes to Ra, then it goes to Bellatrix, then it goes to Beltagis. On the other side of Ra, your which is the one connected into Sagittarius, and all the mummies and the cosmic line and the cosmic, all the monoliths, all the pyramids, how everything's set up for a template to be able to project down here from the cosmos to line up the DNA to be able to freaking do what we're doing right now, and why it was all there is going to be lined up to Ra in the middle right here. When you get on the other side of Gemini with Bellatrix and Beltagis, now you're dealing with mass civilization counts of it, and even the keys to how to manipulate the matrix. Literally. So that's why you'll be tested to make sure that you can do it. Because if you sell out and you coil up and you know, you get into some trouble, you're getting the collective in trouble whether you realize it or not. So, right? So anyway, and Sirius B, because she's got a double over here, because her Pluto's right here. So her true node was aligning to her higher, and in a lot of ways, we're finishing it right now. Because of it, those AB negative lines, remember her lines were attached into a whole bunch of other lines, and then all those ended up changing and upgrading and flushing the lines, and so it's more like whatever they did to her body and experimented on and made from has already been created. It showed up in all of us star seeds and all this mess that was attached into it. It's even why Dolly Parton doesn't have a baby and why a lot of us lose our right ovary if you're connected into this line. It's more like though whatever was made from that has already been blended up and made something from that. Like Jay, like, because in one dimension, and it could be that she was pregnant, but even if she wasn't pregnant on the table, on the autopsy table, what they did with her DNA in her body in the lab afterwards produced something new. And in another dimension, I know that JFK and Marilyn Monroe got pregnant. That created a new baby. Problem was they were AB negatives. They shouldn't have got pregnant. That's what made in vitro baby such a popular item. Because they were already making entire soldier armies and crap out of DNA strands. So she was born in so it's one of the lines that we proved. It had a lot to do with Colorado too. And it was linked into the Christ story and the Blood of Christ Mountains, and like I even went to A&M Consolidated High School. Like what the hell? Consolidated Records is Marilyn Monroe stuff. Like a lot of the stuff even in College Station that was setting up the Nazi machine like in the 70s down here for now to hook into Texas and do all this craziness that they were doing to us, to everybody, was attached into that whole Marilyn Monroe, because in another dimension she didn't die and then something was made from it because of the energies that made Marilyn Monroe, because it was so deep, and then that even jumps from her to Anna Nicole, because it's like one of the things in the line, so you end up walking and putting pieces back together. The pieces for me with Marilyn Monroe were like the DNA stuff, the links into the Hollywood industry. And plus, there was a period of this in 2020 that if you didn't have an ancestor that was close to you in a DNA match, when they shut down and did everything in 2020, you didn't have any film to walk on. It was crazy. And it's like we were utilizing the different movies and the moves in the movies because they were. And in order to string together stories and she was coming up with that. And then especially with the marriage stuff to Joe DiMaggio and the contracts that the industry had put on her and marriages that ended up getting put on all of us, and we didn't even know. It was like nobody even is like energetically. That's the AB negative side. But even in the AB negative side with Marilyn Monroe, in what I've had to walk up to now, it's like I'd be more JFK than Marilyn. Now more of that Marilyn energy is starting to come in again. And we're using it to actually alchemize. But it is like your energy will start putting out a field. I had this a little bit into, it would happen in like, as I was traveling and clearing land, because there'd be so much density coming out of the land. But this is going to be different because it's like the whole collective's just clearing a density that's like charging our field basically to put out sugar and spice, though, when you can get there. Don't mean that you're not doing some damage. This last page is just for you to mess around with. There's Aries, so if you want to like memorize the colors and you're like, okay, Aries, this one's all yellow. And I'm not doing a real good job because I'm kind of just doing it with blue. And this one's all blue. This will just help you, and you can write the numbers on them so you can start memorizing them, because that's 1 and 2. You know, all these are just little bitty exercise things, because these are alignments. And that's Aries, and you can make a little note, and you can go color. That's Taurus, only got 1. There's Gemini, it gets a little crazy. But that's what this page is for. It's for you to kind of it's helping you memorize the colors. But there is the cosmic colors. See how it's like a peacock? See how she holds it all in her Saturn retrograde? When she gets down here, it just turns on. Pretty cool, huh? All right. coHUE32.com is where you get it. Or just email us at connect@coHUE32.com and get your alignment now, or your Digi chart, the 777. And once you get all this and you got your little book that has, then you can go really start looking up the different gifts that energy has. You're going to start making more connections when you're hearing me talk about everything that's going on and adjacent to all these, and you're going to start remembering a whole bunch of stuff that's even going to guide us in the direction on how to tell y'all about it. All right. Mwah.